Do you ever find yourself wondering exactly how much time you truly have left once you've celebrated your 70th birthday? It's a question many people ask themselves as the years go by, and each day starts to feel more precious than ever. The reality is, by the time you reach your 70s, your body and mind are already giving you small but significant clues about your overall health and potential lifespan. It can be both fascinating and a little unsettling to realize that some folks in their 70s stay remarkably active, alert, and energetic, while others begin to feel slowed down by aches, ailments, and fatigue that creep in without warning. You might see two people of the same age, and one is out there playing tennis, going on brisk walks every morning, and enjoying social gatherings, while the other seems to be constantly feeling tired, worries about falling, or is just finding it harder to stay motivated to go out. What's the difference between these two experiences? Why do some 70-somethings exude a vibrant energy, while others already seem worn out? According to many health experts, it often comes down to a handful of subtle signs, signals from your body and lifestyle that can provide insight into how well you might age over the next several years or even decades. It might surprise you that some of these signs are easy to miss if you're not paying close attention. They include things like your ability to stand on one leg without toppling over, how strong your handshake is, the pace at which you walk, and the quality of your sleep each night. It's not just about genes or luck either. Many researchers and doctors say that recognizing these clues early can help you make lifestyle changes that may add not just years to your life, but life to your years. Think about it this way. Longevity doesn't merely mean living a long time. It also means having the physical and mental capacity to enjoy those extra days, weeks, months, and years. If you're curious about how you measure up, start by considering something most people don't even think much about: balance. When was the last time you tried standing on one leg for a few seconds? Some studies suggest that being able to stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds is a surprisingly good predictor of whether you're likely to experience certain health risks, including falls, injuries, or even cognitive decline. Good balance relies on your leg muscles, your inner ear, which helps with equilibrium, and a healthy brain that can coordinate everything. If you try standing on one foot and you find yourself wobbling within the first few seconds, or you need to hold onto a chair, a wall, or a piece of furniture, don't panic. The good news is that balance can be improved with practice. Simple activities like standing on one foot for a few seconds a day, practicing Tai Chi, or doing gentle yoga can do wonders for your stability. It may feel awkward at first, but even subtle improvements can lead to significantly lower risks of falls and a greater sense of confidence when moving around. Another major clue is your grip strength, which many people don't realize is connected to overall vitality. A firm handshake or the ability to open a jar might not seem like a big deal, but researchers have found that grip strength correlates with muscle mass throughout the body, cardiovascular health, and even the integrity of your nervous system. If you notice that you're having a harder time gripping grocery bags or opening containers, it might mean your muscles are losing strength in other areas too. The body naturally loses muscle as we age, but you can slow or even reverse that process through regular physical activity, light resistance training, or exercises like squeezing a stress ball or using hand grippers. These small, consistent efforts can help you maintain a grip that's more like the strong handshake you had years ago. You might not realize that your walking speed says a lot about your health, but it does. Studies show that individuals who continue to walk with a brisk, steady pace in their later years tend to live longer. Walking speed is connected to muscle strength, coordination, heart health, lung capacity, and even brain function. If you've been walking more slowly, getting winded easily, or hesitating when crossing the street, that could be a sign that you need to pay more attention to your overall fitness. The great thing about walking is that it's accessible to almost everyone. Even if you can't do a full hour, try taking short walks multiple times a day. Over time, these small steps can help you regain stamina and speed, boosting your confidence and potentially extending not just your lifespan, but your health span. Sleep is another area that tends to change as we get older. Many people in their 70s report more frequent nighttime awakenings or find it challenging to fall asleep in the first place. However, A good night's rest is crucial. When you sleep, your body repairs cells, regulates hormones, and performs a kind of housekeeping for the brain, clearing out toxins that accumulate during the day. Poor sleep has been linked to memory issues, weakened immunity, and heightened risks of heart disease and other conditions. If you're finding it hard to get consistent, high-quality rest, consider practical improvements. Minimize screen time an hour before bed. Keep your bedroom cool, and avoid heavy meals or caffeine late in the day. Some people find that gentle stretching or mindfulness techniques before bedtime can help the mind wind down. By making these small adjustments, you might notice you feel more alert and have more energy the next day. Paying attention to your appetite and eating habits can also give you valuable insight into how well you're aging. It's common for appetite to wane a bit as the body changes, but a sudden loss of interest in food or unintentional weight loss can be a warning sign of underlying issues. Eating high-quality, nutrient-dense meals is key to preserving muscle mass, keeping your immune system strong, and maintaining good energy levels. If you've noticed that food doesn't seem as appealing or you often skip meals, consider adding more variety to your diet or focusing on colorful fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Also, make sure you're staying hydrated. Thirst signals sometimes get weaker with age, leading to dehydration without you realizing it. Sometimes just sprucing up your meals with herbs, spices, and interesting ingredients can reignite your desire to eat well. If low appetite continues, it might be wise to consult a healthcare provider to rule out any medical issues, such as digestive problems or hormonal imbalances. Stress management is another key factor that a lot of people overlook. Life in your 70s can still come with a range of challenges. Maybe it's financial concerns, family responsibilities, or health worries. Chronic stress doesn't just make you feel anxious. It can accelerate aging by triggering inflammation in the body. This inflammation can undermine almost every system, raising your risk for heart disease, cognitive decline, and other conditions. Some people handle stress effectively by focusing on what they can control, practicing deep breathing, meditation, or gentle exercise like Tai Chi or yoga. Others find comfort in hobbies, creative arts, or spending time in nature. Even something as simple as a good laugh with friends or watching a funny movie can help your body reduce stress hormones. If you notice that you're frequently upset, anxious, or overwhelmed, consider exploring relaxation techniques or talking to a counselor. Learning to release daily worries can have a profound impact on both your mental and physical well-being. Lastly, it's important not to underestimate the value of social connections in your 70s and beyond. Feeling connected to others, whether that's close friends, family members, or a community of people who share your interests, can be a powerful predictor of longevity. Loneliness, in contrast, is often associated with higher risks of depression, memory problems, and physical health decline. Sometimes, as we get older, it becomes easier to slip into isolation due to retirement, children moving away, or the loss of old friends. However, technology can be a bridge that helps you stay in touch with loved ones through video calls and social media. Also, local community centers, clubs, volunteer groups, and places of worship often provide fantastic opportunities to meet new people and form meaningful bonds. If you've been spending more time alone than you'd like, or you feel disconnected, consider taking the initiative to reach out or sign up for local events that align with your interests. The simple act of having a heartfelt conversation, sharing a laugh, or swapping stories can give you a sense of belonging that positively influences both your happiness and your health. It's worth noting that these signs, balance, grip strength, walking speed, sleep quality, appetite, stress management, and social connections, are often interconnected. When you improve one area of your life, others may naturally follow. For instance, adopting an exercise routine to enhance your balance and walking speed might also lead to better sleep at night, a stronger appetite, and a more robust social life if you join fitness classes or walking groups. Reducing stress through mindfulness can help you sleep better and maintain a healthier appetite. Staying socially active could inspire you to keep up with physical activities so you can participate in group outings or events. Each positive change has a ripple effect, enriching multiple aspects of your life. If you find yourself resonating with one or more of these warning signs, don't beat yourself up. Remember that aging is a natural process, and experiencing a few bumps along the way is completely normal. The empowering part is knowing that you can still take meaningful steps toward improving your health and longevity. It doesn't matter if you're 70, 80, or beyond. Your body and mind are incredibly adaptive if you give them the proper care, attention, and positive challenges. Even small, consistent actions can lead to noticeable improvements over time. One practical approach is to start by picking just one or two areas you'd like to focus on. If you're concerned about balance, for example, you might begin each day standing on one foot for 10 seconds while brushing your teeth. If grip strength is your biggest worry, you could keep a soft stress ball by your favorite chair and squeeze it while watching TV. Maybe you've been having trouble falling asleep, so you commit to turning off electronic screens an hour before bedtime and doing some gentle stretches instead. These small daily habits may seem trivial, but taken together, they can add up to big results. The key is consistency and the belief that you can make a difference in your own health trajectory. If you find what you've learned here interesting or helpful, one great way to keep yourself motivated is to share these insights with friends or family members. Sometimes having a buddy to practice balance exercises with, or even just someone to talk to about how you're sleeping, can keep you accountable and engaged. You might be surprised at how many people around you are dealing with similar issues, whether it's trouble sleeping, diminishing appetite, or feeling unsteady on their feet. By opening up and sharing experiences, you'll likely discover that you're not alone, and that can be incredibly reassuring. In this journey, it's also vital to maintain open communication with your healthcare providers. If you notice dramatic changes in any of these areas, such as a sudden decline in balance, a drastic loss of grip strength, persistent insomnia, or prolonged stress and anxiety, it's wise to consult a doctor. There might be underlying medical conditions that need attention or treatments that can help you manage symptoms better. Moreover, many communities offer specialized programs for seniors, such as balance and mobility classes, healthy cooking demonstrations, or stress management workshops. Don't hesitate to explore these options if they're available to you. They can be fantastic resources, not just for improving physical health, but for meeting new people and enriching your social circle as well. By taking action now, no matter how small, you're essentially investing in your own future. Imagine yourself 5 or 10 years from now. Would you rather be struggling with mobility, isolated, or overwhelmed by health issues? Or would you prefer to be someone who wakes up each day ready to go for a walk, prepare a nutritious meal, and spend quality time with friends and family? While none of us can predict exactly how long we'll live, we can certainly influence the quality and vigor of the years we have. If reading this makes you feel that you should make some changes, then consider this your nudge to get started. Go ahead and check your balance. Test your grip. Pay attention to how you feel when you walk, and monitor your daily energy levels. If you're finding these ideas valuable, please let me know by commenting more below so I know you're here and engaged. And if you haven't already, you might consider subscribing to updates or channels that regularly offer insights like these, because there's always more to learn about staying healthy and active. Remember that it's not about perfection. It's about making incremental, positive changes that accumulate over time. In many cases, these small steps could be the difference between a life that feels restricted and one that feels expansive, fulfilling, and fun. Thank you for joining me today and taking the time to reflect on your own life, habits, and health. Now that you know these signs to look out for, your balance, grip strength, walking speed, sleep quality, appetite, stress handling, and social connections, you can make more informed decisions. Please feel free to share your thoughts or something you've learned in the comments below. I always appreciate hearing what resonated with you and how you plan to use these insights in your daily life. It could be as simple as saying, I'm going to walk a little faster today, or I'm going to call an old friend this week. Your goals and experiences matter, and sharing them can also inspire others to take positive steps for themselves.